What if I told you that most managers fail, not because they lack skills, but because they put the wrong people in the wrong seats? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're talking about staffing, one of the most powerful yet most ignored functions of management. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build a team that actually works. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we break down management concepts in the simplest way possible. No jargon, no fluff. We're currently in our Management Functions series. Last time, we talked about organizing, how to structure your team and responsibilities. If you haven't watched that yet, check it out. The link is right below. Today, it's all about staffing. And in our next video, we'll be covering directing. So stay tuned for that. Now, let's get into it. So what exactly is staffing? Simply put, staffing is the process of finding the right people, putting them in the right roles, and making sure they grow in those roles. Think of it like building a football team. You don't put a goalkeeper in the striker's position, right? The same logic applies to your organization. Staffing isn't just hiring, it's a complete cycle. From the moment you identify a need, all the way to developing your employees for the long run. The staffing process. Let's walk through how staffing actually works, step by step. Step 1. Manpower planning. Before you hire anyone, you need to ask, what roles do we need? How many people? This is your foundation. Step 2. Recruitment. This is where you attract candidates. You can recruit internally, promoting someone from within, or externally by posting job listings. Step 3. Selection. You screen, interview, and choose the best fit. Not just the most qualified, but the right culture fit too. Step 4. Placement and orientation. Once hired, you place them in their role and show them the ropes. First impressions matter, for both sides. Step 5. Training and development. This is where most managers stop investing. And that's a big mistake. Training keeps your team sharp, motivated, and growing. Step 6. Performance appraisal. Regularly check in. Is this person thriving? Do they need support? This helps you make better decisions going forward. Why staffing matters? Here's the truth. You can have the best plan, the best structure, the best strategy. But if your people aren't right, nothing works. Staffing directly impacts productivity, team morale, and the overall success of your organization. Bad staffing equals constant conflict, low performance, high turnover. Good staffing equals a team that's engaged, efficient, and actually enjoys coming to work. So, as a manager, staffing isn't a one-time task. It's an ongoing responsibility. Before we wrap up, here are 3 quick tips every manager should remember. 1. Hire for attitude, train for skill. Skills can be taught. Mindset? Not so easy. 2. Don't ignore internal talent. Sometimes the best person for the job is already on your team. 3. Keep developing your people. A team that keeps learning is a team that keeps winning. And that's staffing in a nutshell. Remember, great management starts with great people decisions. Master staffing, and you're already ahead of 80% of managers out there. Now, if you missed our last video on organizing, go watch it now. It'll give you the perfect foundation for everything we covered today. The link is right here. If you want to read it in detail or download the video, go through the link in the description. If you find the video helpful, please like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Education Leaves. See you in the next one. Let's keep learning. Let's keep growing.